everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Myra Lorraine. Thank you all for stopping by to watch my videos. I really appreciate that, and I have to say it at the beginning of every video because I do not want you to forget that I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch my videos. So with that said, let's get started. Now this video, I'm not going to say was a long, this creation, I'm not going to say was a long time coming because I've already made another, this is a tracksuit and a warm-up suit, tracksuit, whatever you want to call it. But I love these for traveling in. And I did make one before. And I'll post a picture up here somewhere, I believe right here, of the one that I made before. This one was a little bit heavier. It was a almost like a sweatshirt fleece. It's really thick and heavy. So that one's meant to be worn when I go back up north to Wisconsin, where it's really cold in the wintertime, which doesn't happen too often because I don't like cold weather. But I did want another tracksuit for traveling any other time, and I wanted a little bit lighter weight. And so I decided to make one for myself in another beautiful fabric that I absolutely just love. And I'm going to show it to you now, but let me talk a little bit about the pattern for this jacket. So I'm going to step aside and let you see my tracksuit. This is the tracksuit that I made, and yes, it is black. That's another one of my favorite colors. That my wardrobe was almost at one time completely black, and it is no longer. I'm trying to refrain from doing it all black again, but I just love that color. But anyways, so it is black, and as you can see, it's black and turquoise, like a really nice, pretty aqua. I love this tracksuit. I don't know how much I can say about it, but the pattern that I use is the Jalie 2795, and I love that pattern. I actually made it once before. Actually, I take that back. This is my third tracksuit because I made another warm-up suit, and I'll post that picture here. A while back. Actually, I made this one before I made the heavier one, and that one I don't have anymore because I wore it out, and the bottoms of it got kind of raggedy. I can't remember what else happened, but I love that tracksuit, and that's why another one came. So sorry about that. I did make, this is my third one. But anyways, I had made that Jalie pattern before, and I really like that Jalie pattern. It's a really nice one, really easy to make. The only change that I made different from that first one that you saw and this one, I'm actually going to show you, I'm going to talk about in a minute. But I did do a few changes, and there's some things that I don't like about this that I'm going to fix when I make another. Yes, I'm going to make another. No, it will not be black. It will be other colors. But I want to make it again because I want to make those changes in there. So first off, before I talk about this, let's talk a little bit about the pattern. And I'll bring up the line drawing again so that you can see it if I can bring it up. I have to open it up here so I can see it myself. But this jacket has so many options for making a track or warm-up jacket because of the way Jalie has has designed their pattern. It has more lines than you will see on this jacket, and that's because of the change that I made on it. But it is designed for beautiful color blocking. There, as you can see by the lines here, they have so many lines. I think they have 4 colors you could actually put in the sleeve. 4 different colors because that's the way it's designed, the pattern is designed. And then the jacket is cut up in different spots as well as the front and the back. But I didn't do that this time. I didn't do it the last time because I had specific something in mind for this tracksuit. And so I went ahead and sketched it out, and I don't remember if I kept the sketch. If I did, I'll post it up here, but I sketched it out how I wanted it to look. And I went ahead and I bought the fabric, and so we'll talk about the fabric now. This fabric, the black, is something that I've actually used before. And I'll have to tell you about the other one. You'll see what I bought it for in another video. I don't want to reveal what I bought it for. But this is a, what is it called? I'll put it up on the screen too. It is a double knit. It's a rayon double knit. I'm sorry, let me take that back. It's an Italian double knit from Mood Fabrics, and in black, and it is absolutely gorgeous. The feel of this, the stretch on it, everything is just absolutely perfect for this creation. And the turquoise, now that actually matches this pretty good as far as the weight, but it is just a plain double knit. I think it's in the Ponte range, but it is a turquoise. I'll put the information of this turquoise color up on the screen so you can see it. But it matches this weight very nicely, as you can see. It turned out really, really nice. It fits in there. They both match really well. Wears really well too. Yes, I have worn it already. But I love it. Fabric was gorgeous for this. I put a plastic zipper in the front. It's not a coil zipper. It's a plastic separating zipper. I'll show you that a little bit closer too. Now let's talk about some of the changes that I made since I talked to you about that. The sleeve on this pattern is a 5-piece sleeve. Let me just check that again real quick. Yes, it's the 2 sides, the top and the bottom. So it's a 4-piece sleeve. The sleeve on this pattern is 4 pieces, but I only made it 3 pieces. I actually put them together, and I actually taped them together and then sketched that outline, and then that outline I used to cut up and create this 3-piece. So the stripe here is a 1-piece, and then the 2 sides, of course. So it worked out like a charm. So I decided to do the exact same thing with the collar. Now here's the problem number 1 that I don't like about it. And this is my fault. Nothing to do with the pattern. I should have interfaced the inside of this, because what happens is when I open it, see how that just falls down? It doesn't have any structure whatsoever. None whatsoever. That's not going to stop me from wearing this lovely warm-up suit, because I love it. That was mistake number 1. And mistake number 2, because I hadn't made it in such a long time, I was rushing through the pictures instead of reading, and I forgot to do something with the collar, which really screwed it up in the way that you sew it on. And that was totally my fault. So I actually had to finagle a way to put it on here, and it's on here nicely. It's not a problem, as you can see. It's actually on there very nicely. Let me get out of the way so you can see it. It's on there very nicely. I didn't have a problem. I struggled with getting in there. I shouldn't say didn't have a problem. I struggled with getting in there because I didn't do it correctly. But it worked out. The other thing is something to do with the pattern. And you can't really tell too much on here, or maybe you can tell on my Sally, my dress form. But on that structure of this just irks me. The collar itself stands out pretty far away from my neckline, more than I want. More like a cowl neck instead of a fitted, where I would like it. It's not a problem when wearing this, especially if I have a turtleneck or something underneath it. You probably wouldn't even notice that. And I'm going to show you pictures of me in it so you can see for yourself how it looks. But when I make this again, I think what I'm going to do is 2 things. Number 1, I like the sizing of this. I went with a size 12. Now in knits, I always wear a size 10. That's perfect size for me. I didn't, because I wanted this jacket a little bit looser. I didn't want it snug tight. And the reason is because sometimes I do layer under these. So I didn't want it too snug because of that. So that probably contributed to most of the neckline dropping down a little lower than it was supposed to, because it's not my size. So what I'm going to do on the pattern when I make this again is I'm going to bring that neckline up where it fits me a lot better. And of course I'll have to change the collar band as well to fit within the new neckline. But I'm going to do that on my next one because, you know, I really wanted it to fit closer than it actually does. Now, it does have pockets in the front. And I apologize for it being so dark where you can't really see. And the pockets are on both sides right here in the front. And I'll show you a close-up of that. But the other thing that I did that I absolutely love in this, and I have it in the front as you can see, is this cording. And I have it in the back, on both back sides, the cording as well. And I actually made that cording myself because when I was putting this together, I was trying to think of how I wanted it to look on the sketch. And I wanted those lines in there, I really did. But I didn't have, you don't want to go out and during the time of COVID as often, and I don't leave the house that much. I leave maybe once every 2 or 3 weeks, if that. And so I didn't want to run and see if they had it at Joann in my color and try to match it. I wanted it to match this sleeve here perfectly. So what I did is I made it myself. I had some packets of cording, purchase cording in my stash. So I just pulled out the cording and I cut some strips. I'll show you here. I cut some strips and I actually sewed it, the cording into my strips and made my own cording, and it works. As you can see, it worked perfectly. Now I'm going to take this jacket off of Sally so I can show you. What did I do? Oh. I'm going to take it off of Sally, and it is an unlined jacket. It is unlined, but I want to show you a close-up of the pocket if I can. Let's see. There's the pocket right there. I may have to put my hand in it so that you could see it close up. There she goes. And my problem, I thought, was going to be trying to get that cording. When I looked at the pattern, I said, how in the heck am I going to get that around that pocket? It was no problem whatsoever. As you can see, the pocket is there and the cording is right alongside of it. Not an issue at all. It worked like a charm. As a matter of fact, those two pieces went together and didn't disturb the pocket at all. And then the other thing that I did, it does have a band on the bottom, and it's better to show you from the inside so you can see that it does have a band on the bottom. And the other thing that I did that's different from the actual pattern is, I did this on another sweater that I made, is, let me see, what's the best way to show this to you, is the thumb opening on the cuff. And excuse the wrinkles, but I did. I have the thumb opening on the cuff. And it works out really nicely because when you put the jacket on, your hand just slips right in it. Easily. I mean, it turned out beautifully. The only thing is, it's this cuff here that I have is a little bit longer. The sleeve is already my length, so it was the right length. I probably should have cut about 1 inch or 2 off of it before I put the cuff on because it's really super long. And what I do a lot of times, especially if I'm wearing it when it's not as cold and I'm not using that thumb hole, is I push it up. I push it up as you'll see in my pictures. And I'll start, well, I won't start to show you the pictures yet because I want to talk about the bottoms. And I think I have mentioned everything there was to do with this jacket. I absolutely love this jacket, you guys, and if you like it too, then that pattern is going to be an easy one for you to work with. Very, very easy. Now, the second piece to the jacket is the bottoms. And the bottoms, I actually did not make them in the warm-up style that I did, the straight leg that I did with my very first one from this pattern. I actually wanted them to be leggings. So I went to my, what is it called? Oh yes, the Last Stitch, her pattern, the Aila Leggings. I don't know why that slipped my mind because this is my second time making these leggings and I love them. It's not going to be my last either. I just have to find what I did with them. Okay, here they are. Now, again, These are going to be plain black leggings. And you say, is this a pair of plain black leggings? Yes, they are. And I love them. Why did I pick the Aila legging? Because of the back pocket. I love that. And I was able to use the same concept that I have on the jacket itself. And yes, that is that pocket. And I think I have my phone on me. And I can slip it in there so you can see it actually fits right in there very nicely. Easy to get in and easy to get out. I love these leggings. Now I can start to show you pictures of me in this warm-up suit. I love this thing. My husband and I actually went to the airport to get pictures for you guys of me heading out in this warm-up suit. And I love it. Oh my gosh, I felt so good in it. The only thing is I wish we were flying out, but we were not. We were just there to take pictures of me in it so you can see how easy it is to wear when traveling, because you can layer this, and that's what I usually do. I put a t-shirt underneath it, depending on how cold it is. If I'm going up north to Wisconsin, yes, I would probably wear a turtleneck with this and tights underneath my leggings just so I can stay warm. But this travel outfit is just absolutely beautiful because layering is what it's all about when you're in the cold. And comfort is what it's all about for me when I'm traveling. So leggings and this stretch jacket, it is. And that is my warm-up suit. I keep calling it a track suit. I think I'm just going to call it a warm-up suit because I will not be running track. So it's definitely going to be a warm-up suit for me. But I love these two pieces. They went together easily. I did have a struggle with the collar on this. I'm going to work on that and fix it for the next one. As you saw in the pictures, it stands out a little from my neckline, but it's not bad. I mean, it could be better because that is a problem for me because I wanted it more snug. But it's not a problem enough for me not to wear this beautiful warm-up suit. So that's it, you guys. Before I start rambling on, I'm going to end this video. And don't you guys forget, when you leave, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Comment below so I can answer any of your questions that you want me to answer. And subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button. So I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye now. Take care.